ready now.
Once a beloved tentpole of Sega's 16-bit Mega Drive, the Streets of Rage series would remain tragically dormant for 25 years without a follow-up, notwithstanding multiple attempts to revive the series on both the Saturn and Dreamcast. But with the rise of digital distribution, the return to prominence of beat-em-ups, and Lizardcube's wonderful work on 2017's The Dragon Trap, the stars finally aligned and Streets of Rage 4 would arise in 2020. It works as both a tremendous tribute to the series past and a top beat-em-up on its own merits, making it essential if you have interests in either. Ten years after the defeat of Mr. X in Streets of Rage 3, peace seems to have returned to Wood Oak City, but is thrown into chaos when the Y-Twins, offspring of the previous game's villain, attempt to take over. Fighting against this new crime syndicate are the returning Axel and Blaze. They are joined by newcomers Cherry and Floyd, the former a rock-focused daughter of Adam, and the latter a protege of Dr. Zan, who is enhanced with cybernetics. The story, told through static cutscenes between stages, works well and features enough callbacks to previous games to please loyal fans, including returning characters and Easter eggs aplenty. Streets of Rage 4 also picks up where things left off mechanically, a side-scrolling beat-em-up that plays beautifully. After picking one of 4 available characters, each stage requires you to pummel any goon in your path using either punches, grabs, and signature strikes, which reduce your health but can be recovered by performing standard strikes. The 4 starter characters handle very differently, with Cherry's and Blaze's combos proving snappier yet less damaging, while Axel and Floyd slower yet stronger. Blitz combos return, letting you perform stronger assaults with double taps of the D-pad, and star moves which render you temporarily invincible and deal devastating damage. Each stage concludes with a boss fight, sometimes against 2 at once, and these test your dodging and timing skills as they can trap you with damaging combos. The variety of enemies also proves daunting, as you contend with shield wielders who require chipping down, larger foes who can bowl over you, and bulking karate chaps who can counter you. But these keep things varied, and the combat flows beautifully, not unlike previous games. Lizardcube have crafted a slew of memorable stages. Previous games typically contained around 8 stages, while 4 bumps this up to 12. But it doesn't feel overextended, with some condensed stages breaking up more involved ones. Each feels distinctively themed, from the darkened streets of the opening stage, to a thrilling ride on top of a subway train, and the lively streets of Chinatown. Plenty of destructible objects offer opportunities for more points, hazards can be turned against the thugs you face, and exciting sequences, such as an onslaught as you ride up an elevator to the top of a penthouse, keep you glued. You can probably clear this one in around 40 minutes, but with unlocks tied to points earned and those coveted S ranks to gain, you'll be playing way longer than that. The best part is that, locally or online, you can grab a buddy and beat up goons together. With support for 2 players online and up to 4 locally, it's great fun, though sadly you cannot mix and match. For those who have craved this release for more than 2 decades, they will be most pleased to learn that, while moving the series forward, there are plentiful nods to the past. Special arcade machines, triggered by using a taser on them, transport you to retro stages as you fight bosses of the past. As you earn points, previous characters also become available in pixelated form. They feel surprisingly faithful to their predecessors despite the upgraded sheen, and each bears their own unique quirks and touches. For example, Streets of Rage 1 characters cannot use blitz attacks, as that concept was not introduced until the second game. Lastly, a retro soundtrack is also available, swapping out the modern one for tracks from the first 2 games across the Mega Drive, Game Gear and Master System. It's a wonderful tribute to the past and adds immense longevity to this one. Like the Dragon Trap remake, Streets of Rage 4 uses a distinctive art style which stands out in comparison to the previous entries. Painstakingly hand-drawn, the beautiful colours and shading pop with immense clarity, environments are gorgeously lit, animations flow immensely well, and the frame rate performance is strong. While some background drawings look better than others, it's not enough to spoil the usually delightful graphics. The sound is strong too, as while there's no voice work aside from the occasional move shouts, the soundtrack is a stunning mix of retro motifs, nightclub-esque grooves, and other distinctive tracks, such as an emotionally resonant boss theme which utilises violin. And the effects hit the mark too, making sure every punch lands hard, as they should for this kind of game. Streets of Rage 4 is the wonderful return fans have clamoured for since 1994. It carries all the best qualities you've come to love about this series, while a few improvements tighten the bolts and ensure it competes with modern beat-em-ups. Whether it's the action-packed stages, beautiful visuals, or the nostalgic unlocks, both fans of this series and newcomers should find a lot to like. It goes without saying that fans owe it to themselves to pick this one up, and even those with an inkling of interest towards beat-em-ups would do well to get this too.